On Thursday at 6 Eastern, Tulane faces off against Houston in the AAC tournament. Joining me from Tulane University is the one and only Jonny Harvey.
Thanks for having me, Anthony.
All right. So, tale of two seasons for Tulane. Break it down real quick.
Basically, we started the year off 13-5. Really, feasted on some really terrible competition. On the top of my head, I couldn't tell you the RPI, but it was pretty low. And then out of nowhere, we played Washington. And they were number 13 at the time, and they didn't have the whole suspension issue. And we took them to the last 2 minutes, and people were pretty pumped about that. We had a big upset over Memphis early on in the year, and then just a couple bad losses to SMU and Memphis back to back, and it just went downhill from there. And you could just see the energy is just not there for this team. But there's been some bright moments. We're 15-15. Jonathan Stark had a buzzer beater 3 to win the game at Cincinnati, which was a huge deal for this campus, although it was during Mardi Gras, so no one knew about it. But other than that little bright spot, it's been a tough month and a half for the Wave.
All right. Considering you guys lost 5 out of your last 6 games, and that pretty much all your conference games have been losses, is there any hope in the tournament?
Well, we split the Houston game. So if we take a game by game here, we have a shot against Houston. They came to Devlin Fieldhouse about a week ago and forced overtime, and it was just sloppy all across the board. Tulane and Houston we just happened to miss more shots than they did, and it was the worst overtime game I've ever seen in my life. So with that being said, we can stay in these games. We've proven that we can stay in games. We beat Memphis, and then they beat us with 3 seconds left on the clock in the Smoothie King Center with like a hook shot by their great big man. So we can stay in games. It's just a matter of the shots are going to fall.
All right. Well, let's take game by game then. So against Houston, what kind of adjustments do you see Tulane making?
Well, I definitely think they're going to push the pace a lot more. Jonathan Stark is really, though they've been losing the past month or so, he's been kind of the steady guard on this team. Has been really able to kind of push the pace and control things, and you can just see his confidence. It's just pretty high right now. So I think with the combo of him and Dabney, they're really going to push the pace. And there's this emerging center. We have Dylan Osetkowski, which is the most difficult name to pronounce in all of sports. But he's been coming off the bench all season, and he's our only offensive big man threat. And Conroy's now finally starting him, or letting him, get in the starting lineup, and that changes a lot of things because they can take the pressure off Dabney and Stark.
All right. Well, 4 games in 4 days if you do advance past Houston. The journey starts tomorrow at 6 p.m. on ESPN3, ESPN Watch. You guys are never on ESPN regular, it seems like.
Never.
So maybe that will change if you guys keep going. So, Jonny, good luck to your team, and hope to be talking with you more. All right.